Shalom. This is Bishop Nathaniel of Israel United in Christ. I want to start off by saying thank you to all of our Booster Club members for your many donations and much more, your prayers. We visited faraway countries and strange lands. We've even spoken to dignitaries and were detained for spreading the glorious gospel in Cuba. The truth is that the descendants of the 12 tribes of Israel were scattered throughout the world. Help us on our journey as we continue to raise up the nation of Israel. 12 tribes worldwide. Join or donate today. Shalom.
I'm telling you, you are the Jews. Right. You are the real biblical Jews. Right. That's you. And guess what happened to the Jews? The Jews got put into ghettos. Right. The Jews got put into slums. Right. The Jews was put into slavery. The Jews faced the real Holocaust. Because guess what? You got people in our land that claim to be us, right, said they went through a Holocaust where 6 million people died. Right. How many of us got killed? Bring it up. How many millions of us got killed in slavery? How many millions of the Native Americans did they put into slavery? How many? Hey, name the last Native American you seen walking around. That's what I'm saying. We went through a Holocaust where hundreds and hundreds of millions of so-called African Americans and blacks died in slavery. But why am I showing you that? Why am I telling you that? Because I'm letting you know that, look, you are not African American. Right. You're not black. Right. You're not Negro. Right. That's what was given to you in slavery. Give me that in Deuteronomy 28. Deuteronomy 28 and verse 15. So why are you called all these different things? Because I know he touched on it a little bit. I know you learned a little bit about why we go through what we go through. But this even more what the Most High God said was going to happen to you. Read what you got. Verse 15, read.
Deuteronomy chapter 28, verse 15. Read. But it shall come to pass.
This is what happened to us. This is what came to pass upon the children of Israel. Read.
If thou wilt not hearken unto the voice of the Lord thy God.
Our people, the children of Israel, the so-called blacks and Hispanics, they never listened to God. That's why we went to slavery in ancient Egypt. That's why we went to slavery in Babylon. That's why we went to slavery in Persian Medes. That's why we went to slavery in Greece. That's why we went to slavery in Rome. And that's why we're in slavery in America. Because Israel kept rebelling against their God. So God said, if thou were not hearken unto me, read,
to observe to do all his commandments and his statutes, which I commanded this day.
God said if the children of Israel would not do what he says, follow his commandments, read,
that all these curses shall come upon thee and overtake thee.
Is a curse a good or a bad thing, brother? Yeah. It's a bad thing, but we know that's a bad thing. So guess what? This is God's talking to his people. He's talking to his children. He said, look, it's just like if you got a child. Bro, if you don't clean up your room, when I get home, oh yeah, you're gonna be on punishment. You're gonna get disciplined. You're gonna get a whooping. It is what it is. Why? Because you didn't follow the orders that I gave you. Same thing with God. We did not follow the orders that he gave us. So now we're going through curses. Jump down to verse 37. What's one of the curses? Read.
Verse 37. Read. And thou shalt become an astonishment.
This is one of the curses right here. Because we're called African American today. He said the children of Israel will become an astonishment. Now when you look at the children of Israel, you're going to see a lot of men sagging their pants. Right. Now when you look at the children of Israel, you're going to see our women dressing out of order, right, dressing like whores, when they should never been doing that. Right. You're going to see our men acting like little girls. You're going to see our girls acting like men. That's an astonishment that God said that was going to happen to the children of Israel. Read.
A proverb.
And we became a proverb. You want to know a proverb that came upon us? You want to, hey, black people eat chicken. Black people love watermelon. Mexicans always carry knives. Stuff like these. These are different proverbs that came upon us. And a major proverb that came upon us is if you want to hide something from a Negro, where do you put it? If you want to hide something from a Negro, where you put it? You hide it in the book. Because they say black people don't read. And I'm telling you, that proverb is a very heavy one. Because a lot of these lies that we've been taught in church today, if we would have read it, we would have understood it a long time ago. So these are proverbs that came upon the children of Israel. And what else? Read.
And a byword.
And a byword. Byword has been called outside your God-given name. Our God-given name is the children of Israel. So we've been called outside our God-given name. You've been called African American, the name of 2 Caucasian men. And you've been called black. And you've been called Negro. But boy, I'm here for you, man. I really want to make sure you understand who you are. And make sure you understand why we go through what we go through as a nation of people. Because ain't it hard out here, bro? Be real with me, it's hard out here, bro. You got to think about it, we're going through so much. We're going through so much affliction as a nation of people. But why is that? It's because we are doing wrong. We are not doing what God told us to do. I'm telling you. That's what I'm saying like today. A lot of people don't know that right now. The sun just went down. What day is it now? Because in America, they tell you, when is a new day? 12 a.m.? But guess what? According to the Bible, when the sun goes down, it's a new day. So what is today? Huh? It's a new day. So what day would this be? If yesterday was Friday, what is today? It is now what? Saturday. What is Saturday in the Bible? What is Saturday in the Bible? Because in the Bible, because guess what, I'm asking you, brother, do you go to church on Sundays? You don't go to church on Sundays, right? Anybody out here, do they go to church on Sunday? I'm telling you, I know it's a lot of people, a lot of cars out here. Just answer the question, do any of y'all go to church on Sunday? Okay, I don't hear nobody. You said what? Sister, you go to church on Sunday, right? Okay, all praise to the Most High. Now I'm going to ask you a question. Is Sunday worship in the Bible?
No.
Hey, I'll tell you, this is real questions. Is Sunday worship in the Bible? No. So now give me the Exodus 20, and I'm going to come back right where we at. All praise, sis, you've been listening for a while. Y'all been seeing you in that truck. You've been listening for a while. Read what you got.
The book of Exodus chapter 20 verse 8. Remember the Sabbath day.
You want to know why God said remember the Sabbath day? Because the children of Israel forgot the Sabbath day. A lot of our people think Saturday is the day to turn up, go to the club, get high, get drunk. But guess what? That's your deception in America. That's why this place is getting all type of affliction going on with America. You got the coronavirus going around. You got STDs at a high rate. Because God is angry with what's going on in America. God is angry with what's going on in this land. So God said what? Remember his Sabbath day. Read.
To keep it holy.
We got to remember his Sabbath day to keep it holy. When is the Sabbath day? Let's see. Read on.
6 days shall thou labor and do all thy work.
So 6 days shall we labor and do all our work. The first day of the week is what, bro? Sunday. So Sunday to Friday, let's do all our work. You know what I'm saying? 6 days. Read.
But the seventh day.
But the seventh day, read.
Is the Sabbath of the Lord thy God.
That's the Sabbath of the Lord your God. Your God. Because guess what? When they gave you Christianity and their religion in 325 AD, they start changing different facts, artifacts of the Bible. The Bible says, remember the Sabbath day, which is Saturday. When they gave you Christianity and a religion, and the so-called white man gave this to our people, they gave us Sunday. And in all actuality, in America, the Sunday worship came from us having that one free day of the week where we did not have to do slave labor. And the white man gave that Sunday. And guess what black people did? They kept it from generation to generation to generation to generation. Just like these curses is following us. Generation. So guess what? That Sunday worship was never supposed to be our holy day. It was actually supposed to be the Sabbath day. And on that day, on Saturday, we are not supposed to what? Read.
But the seventh day is the Sabbath of the Lord thy God.
The seventh day is the Sabbath. Read.
In it thou shalt not do any work.
So guess what? On the Sabbath day, we wasn't supposed to work. That's why in our homeland in Jerusalem, we made sure everything was closed before sundown. When the sun came down, every store was closed. And you know what? You know what's crazy? If the black man in America and his black woman in America and Hispanic man and Hispanic woman in America was to follow the Sabbath day, guess what's going to fall apart? America.
Right.
And guess who they're going to have to listen to? You. Because guess what? All their businesses make a lot of profit off you on Saturday. So when our people decide to do what the Bible say and follow God's Sabbath, guess what? America will fall. I'm telling you, something as simple as following the Sabbath day. That's why God's laws, that's why people don't understand. God's laws, they are powerful. That's our power. I'm going to read that. Give me that in Jude. Judas 5:20. I'm gonna show you something. Sis, God's laws is our power. You wonder why the black man is weak today? Why we don't have no power? Because we're not following our power that the Most High God gave us. This was our power. Read what you got. And this is what the nations know. This is what the nations said one to another. Read.
The book of Judah, chapter 5, verse 20.
So listen to this. You want to know how the white man was able to orchestrate all this? Because people think we want to bash the white man. No, I ain't worried about them. I'm worried about my people. My people, it's not the white man's fault, it's our fault. We the one that went against our God. They was just the judgment that God put in place. He used them people to judge us. That was the only thing with the white man. That's his whole purpose, was to get us white. But guess what? He used his wickedness to prolong a lot of wickedness. So now, this is what they use to do it. Read what you got.
Now therefore, my Lord and governor,
This is what he said, read.
if there be any error in this people,
Hey, the other nations always know. If there was any error in this people, read.
and they sin against their God,
If we ever was to sin against our God, read.
let us consider that this shall be their ruin.
That's when we start falling apart. That's when we went to slavery. Because they already knew that whenever the so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans, the Israelites according to the Bible, when they went against their God, that's when the other nation was able to rule over us. That's why in your music, you see what's being pushed. Whoremonger.
Right.
Baby mama, baby daddy.
Right.
Drugs, killing, stealing, adultery. All this stuff is getting pushed in our music. What's getting pushed on your television? Baby mama, baby daddy, fornication, killing, stealing, basketball, football. The stuff that don't profit our people. It's all to keep you asleep. I'm telling you, this is what's going on. They understood that if the children of Israel was staying in sin, they was going to prolong their rulership. They was going to be the head. Give me that in Deuteronomy 28, verse 43. So what are we reading? We reading the Bible. This is your history. The same Bible that's in your church that our people never read. Same book that's in our churches. I'm telling you, this is our history. Hey, brother pumping the gas. Brother right here, man. Come holler at me, man. I'm telling you, we out for our people. Come holler at me. Okay, for sure, I'll give you a little time. We out for our people. And we out for you, brother. Corey, right? We out for you, man. I'm telling you, how old are you, Corey? 43. So guess what, Corey, in your 43 years you've been on this earth, have you ever heard this before? You ever heard that we are the Israelites according to the Bible, that we are those people, that we went through, the reason why we going through what we go through? Because you know, in school all the time, if I ask anybody why we go to slavery, people gonna be like, I don't know, because the white man was powerful. They gonna say some stuff like that. But guess what? We're able to show you why you going to slavery and what's gonna continue to happen if you don't come back to the reason, to the understanding of why you went to slavery. Because when you know better, you what? You're gonna do better. If we know we went to slavery for breaking God's commandments, guess what? Now we're gonna start applying God's commandments, so that way we can reverse it. You got what I want? Read what I got.
Deuteronomy chapter 28, verse 43.
Read.
The stranger that is within thee.
So now, guess what? Now it came to this point. It says, now we read Judas, where it talks about when the white man was like, look, you know what? If the Israelites stay in sin, guess what? We gonna prolong rulership over them.
Right.
So now you're reading it. So now it says what? Read.
The stranger that is within thee.
So now all those strangers, those nations that's in the same land that we are in, read,
shall get up above thee very high.
Now you got these other nations that's above us very high. That's why we're not getting no justice in our land. That's why now they your judges. That's why now you got to go to their schools. How you doing, brother? What's your name, bro? James? Okay, bro. Hey, check us out, brother. Hey, check us out, man. It's very important, but it's our history. I'll tell you, this us. We are the people of the Bible. I'm telling you, this is the greatest history on the face of the earth. A lot of our people are going to be walking around going, hey, still selling dope, still doing all this stuff, but this ain't profiting our people. I'm telling you, God have a problem with what's going on. That's why we got to come back to that understanding. That's why it's your job right now. Now that you learn it, now you got to come join with us. But guess what? Now you got to start getting yourself right. So you notice how we read about the Sabbath. How you got to what? You don't supposed to what? You're supposed to work on the Sabbath, right? So what else are not you supposed to do on the Sabbath day? Give me Exodus 35. Exodus 35 and verse 3. So this is also what you're not supposed to do on God's Sabbath day, because this is the Sabbath of the Lord. Read what you got.
The book of Exodus chapter 35 verse 3. Ye shall kindle no fire throughout your habitations upon the Sabbath day.
So guess what? On the Sabbath day, we was not also supposed to cook on the Sabbath day. So on the Sabbath day, you can still eat. You got salads, you got fruits, you got different stuff you could cook. I mean, not cook, but you can prepare before the Sabbath. If you want to cook something the night before and have it prepped up for the next day, you can do it. Just like if you want to eat like a sandwich or something for the next day, you can do that. That's how you were supposed to do on the Sabbath day. You was not supposed to cook on the Sabbath. So now you learn you're not supposed to buy on the Sabbath, and you're not supposed to cook on the Sabbath. Go to Nehemiah chapter 13. So now this is also what you're not supposed to do on the Sabbath day. I'm telling you, hey, come learn your history. This Bible is your history book. It's time for the black man to wake up and come back to his heritage. Read what you got.
Nehemiah chapter 10 verse 31. And if the people of the land bring ware or any victuals on the Sabbath day.
So guess what? Like today is the Sabbath day now. The sun went down, now it's officially the next day. If all these nations try to bring something to us and sell on the Sabbath day,
that we would not buy it of them on the Sabbath.
Guess what? The children of Israel, we did not buy on the Sabbath day. So guess what? That's what we're waking our people back to. Coming back to your heritage. Because you lost your heritage in slavery. You lost your heritage whenever you was put on them cargo slave ships. I'm telling you, that's why it's very important for you to wake up and come back to the truth. You are the Israelites. No, you are not black. Black is nothing but a color in a crayon box. I'm telling you, man, the greatest history on the face of the earth, that you are the children of Israel. I'm telling you, bro. I'm telling you, man. Read what you got.
Jeremiah chapter 44 verse 4. Howbeit I sent unto you all my servants, the prophets.
Hey, so guess what? The Most High God sent his prophets. A lot of people are like, bro, who are these people in purple out here? Guess what? We are the prophets of the Lord. God said he sent his prophets.
Rising early,
because guess what? Guess we'll be way up early in the morning too and doing the same thing that we doing.
And sending them, saying, oh, do not this abominable thing that I hate.
Guess what? That's what we telling you. We telling you, don't do that abominable thing that God hates. Don't be there. I'm telling you, don't be breaking God's Sabbath. Don't be eating that swine that defile food. Don't be eating all of that shrimp pork, that shrimp, crab, and lobster. Don't be eating none of them things.
But they hearken not.
But guess what God said? They said what?
They hearken not.
A lot of our people ain't gonna listen. A lot of our people won't listen. But guess what? We did our part. And that's what we ought to do. We ought to do our part. We ought to wake up the 12 tribes of the children of Israel. You are the children of Israel. You so-called blacks and Hispanics and Native Americans. You are a child of Judah. From the tribe of Judah, I'm telling you, man. One of the greatest people on the face of this earth. You come from the greatest man, one of the greatest men on the face of this earth. I'm telling you, bro, that should be a boost in your spirit already. But now you got application behind it. Now you understand why we went through what we went through. Now you got to apply the things. Go to Deuteronomy 28 verse 46. Deuteronomy 28 verse 46. Read what you got.
Deuteronomy chapter 28 verse 46. And they shall be upon thee for a sign.
All those curses that we read earlier, from us being put over in the slave ships, from us being cursed in the cities, from us being sold to another nation of people, all these different stuff that happened to us was curses that were going to be upon us for a sign. It said, and they shall be upon us for what?
For a sign.
They are upon us for a sign. Just like right here. You see, this is the superstar. That's the sign to let you know that this is a superstar. These curses was on the children of Israel to let you know, let you be able to identify who the 12 tribes of children of Israel are.
That's right.
We are those people that are experiencing all those curses. Read.
And for a wonder.
And for a wonder. Now you don't have to wonder no more why y'all people go through this. Why y'all people go through slavery? Why y'all people get shot down with no justice? Why y'all people don't get no justice in the land, period? Why are we the last hired, first fired? Why is drugs dominating our community? Why is the women ruling over the men today? Why is our women dressing out of order today? Now you're going to start to understand why. It's because what? The children of Israel went against their God. And therefore curses happened to them. Wait.
And upon thy seed forever.
And that's why constantly when you look through history, forever, you're going to see the children of Israel went through this.
We used to scream black power while heroin was pushed. But at the end of the day, nothing's in vain. IUIC has been given a vision. The tents of Judah has risen. Many has attempted the mission, minor murmuring, omitting, and missing the mark. Just reading that he had the flame of fire in his eyes gave us the spark. We on Paul's mission. We out on the road, purple and gold, from Mexico, Cuba, Haiti, Ghana, Sierra Leone. 144,000 boots banging, concrete crackling. These are our men repented at heart. The scriptures is proof. IUIC, we deliver the truth.